So I am here with the Bad Idea Boys. This is likely going to be the third video. I can edit this if I choose to unite the videos, but we've been going at this for quite a minute, and this is going to be posted in at least a two-part. Am I the only person in this group who has played Final Fantasy VII?
I played Final Fantasy. It's been a fucking long time, but I have.
Oh, well, Richard watched me play.
Shit, I'm a game watcher. I'm like a weird stocky pervert standing outside your window.
He'll masturbate us playing games.
He's a Game Boyer. We spent 2 hours or more. I will slap that phone out the fuck your hand.
A fucking time.
But he will sit and watch. I don't understand how he does it, because for me, a person playing a video game, I watch them outside of this awesome channel, and we're not in cahoots with them. They don't even know that we exist, but there's an amazing channel called Girls Play. I enjoy watching it. It was the first time in my life that I actually watched somebody else play a video game, and I enjoyed watching them do it. I was like, I've been talking shit about people for years, especially this Jode.
I wish you come away from that.
So he was the first person that I knew that actually openly talked about how he watched other people play video games. And it bothered me. I was like, how can you sit and watch a video game? And then I found their channel.
So the reason...
It's not an endorsement in any sense. They are not affiliated with us. Trust me, I've watched most of what they post, and they would not affiliate with us.
No. James,
but on the subject,
would not affiliate you anywhere or allow you to affiliate them. And I know how much you want to affiliate a few of them.
This touches down on your inability to read. I think that you might be
I'm wildly
confused about
retarded.
words.
Just, let's face it.
Confused about words.
But on that subject,
he said it, not me.
On
None
that
of us.
subject of game
Whatever.
watching,
We're not making fun of him.
What?
What?
On that subject of game watching, I'm a poor son of a bitch. I've not always been able to afford the newest consoles or the newest games.
Okay, so quick interjection. Why, if you couldn't play a game, would you want to watch
For
spoilers? Fuck that.
My problem is anymore is I have become super, call it conservative or whatever, but the fact of the matter is, if I'm gonna spend $60 fucking bucks on a video game,
You want to know that
I want to know what's worth fucking buying.
So
Alright, let's see a show of hands. Who has played The Last of Us all the way through?
I've never played it.
My point is, have you watched videos
Yes.
on The Last of Us?
Yes.
You've ruined the game. You've ruined the damn game, Steven.
I haven't seen the whole game play, but I've seen videos of.
There's a reason why I have not watched any other current update on Days Gone. I've watched the first, I think I watched some information on it that was about 75 minutes long, which was basically the first level. That's
hour
it.
And 15 minutes.
It wasn't even the first level.
So
it really wasn't the first level.
The two things I was really into. One was Pokemon, mostly because people
you like to play with balls, so no wonder why.
Pokemon's a strategy game, so I'll give that to it.
The reason I watch that mostly because there was a trend. They're still playing.
You're talking about Colorado?
No.
Yeah, well, Gravity. Gotta watch out for that 9.6. She's a real downer.
The PokeTubers on YouTube have...
PokeTubers? Is that really what they're called? PokeTubers?
That's what they're
at
called.
least what he's calling. I wouldn't want to be called that.
But,
I'd be like, what the fuck did you just call me?
They set rules for themselves.
Uh-huh.
And it's called a Nuzlocke.
A Nuzlocke? Is that anything like a reach round?
No.
Okay. Just checking.
He's touching me.
I'm poking him. Does that make me a Poketuber?
Surrounded by all sides by morons.
I'm
a moron. I.
Okay.
I'm a moron.
That was
now.
Now
I have a question for you.
There's a reference to another YouTuber.
You're a moron.
I have a question for you. What were the 5 elemental particles that were created during the Big Bang?
Got one better for you.
Like cock.
That's what I thought.
Exactly.
Because I'm a moron. Oh, I'm an asshole. I'll give you asshole, but moron, no.
We're talking about different subjects at this moment. We're not talking about science.
Science that was my point. Exist. I will call. Fuck you.
Science doesn't exist, guys. You heard it here.
Fuck you.
You heard it here.
It's
fuck
a myth.
You both.
I
will take asshole. I will take asshole.
You will take asshole,
but I will not take moron.
That's rape if you take asshole.
None of it's offered.
Back to the subject, boys.
The
reason I
Ferda.
The reason I watched PokeTubers.
Oh yeah, this is unedited.
PokeTubers. I want to know the PokeTubers here.
So they set a challenge to themselves called a Nuzlocke.
Okay.
Yeah.
A Nuzlocke is so.
It's bullshit, is what it is.
It can be, but so
it is.
Every route, you get the first encounter on that route, and you have to capture them or not, depending.
So,
and that's the only Pokemon you get for that route.
I don't know if I ever told you this, but so I'm 29 right now. I only have to tell this for sake of reference. When I was 16, my best friend, Izzy, he Nuzlocked. I don't know how old that challenge was, but he wanted to get at least halfway through the game with just the starter Pokemon.
That's not enough luck.
And he would only catch Pokemon if he was able to do it on the first time. And he would go halfway and then start catching on the first interaction, the first encounter. Granted, he wasn't shit next to me, and I ain't shit next to him, so...
That's kind of awkward anyways, to shit next to each other.
But back...
shit on your chest.
Back to the Nuzlocke. So, every route...
later, like 2 days ago?
No, like 20 minutes ago.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Yeah. Anyways,
Nuzlocke... It's good that your shower house said good water pressure.
I know.
So,
it's nice and hot, too.
First route, or every route, you get one Pokemon.
Especially since I'm a drinker, because it's super watery.
Track James. So, first...
Chest cold.
Never mind.
First route, or every route, one encounter. You have to nickname these bitches. With each encounter, you name it. If this Pokemon dies, you have to put it in the PC. You don't get to keep it. You don't get to revive it. You don't get to send it to the Pokemon Center.
Yeah, so it's incredibly difficult to get a team of 6.
Exactly. And you have to depend on getting...
Your main is going to be carrying your team unless you're stupid.
Pretty much. So... And
okay, so of the 3 of us, who has played Pokemon?
Besides playing a little bit of like the Pokemon Quest demo, and like I said, that's it.
All right. So that makes a statement in of itself, and I've already mentioned that he's much better at Pokemon than I am. So Honestly, thank you. Honestly, it's not as easy as it sounds.
No. Well, Sun and Moon, Ultra Sun and Moon, and whatever this new bullshit's coming out, they've been relatively easy.
So they're naming a new Pokemon game.
Yes.
Pokemon bullshit.
Yes.
Okay.
It's actually called Sword and Shield, but
Pokemon
bullshit.
Dick in your mouth.
Open your mouth.
And this next one's going to actually be put in Britain.
Put in Britain?
Yeah.
So, like, the British are going to be allowed to play it?
Yeah, it's fine.
Because we used to trade with Koreans.
Why can't the Brits play Pokemon?
That's how his best friend got Howie Mandel. What Pokemon was that?
It's actually how I got Howie Mandel.
You got Howie Mandel. I thought Xavier got Howie
Mandel. No, that's me. Howie Mandel is my famous Arceus.
Yes, a shiny Arceus. Pretty and they got it through on Ruby and Sapphire.
Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire.
Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire. Used to have a random trade, and he actually got a shiny Arceus named Howie Mandel.
Which is incredible. And it's from a Korean, which is weird.
Is that North Korean?
You know, Koreans have lives too.
North Korea isn't allowed to have Pokemon.
That's what I'm saying. It'd be awesome. It would have been more rare if it was North Korean.
That's actually fair.
If you got a North Korean
Pokemon,
that means they're going to jail.
No, they would probably be executed.
Pokemon. So, I watch Pokemon on YouTube. I used to.
Yes, and that's probably how you got. No, he is savage. Like so he's not necessarily maybe competitive level, but he's not somebody you want to fuck with on this game.
For a good, probably I'll give it 2 years, maybe 2.5 years.
I'll give it 3.
3?
I'll give it a solid 3.
For about 3 years, I would every day after whatever bullshit I was done doing for the day, would come home and jump on YouTube. And I would go through YouTube and watch Pokemon videos, whether they're strategy videos, whether they're gameplay videos. My favorite ones to watch were Nuzlocke. Nuzlocke, it started out on, I believe, either Creepypasta or Reddit. I can't remember. But it was a story someone had written. And they gave guidelines and everything. You can find it on Reddit, I'm sure now. But the rules to this challenge, because it's a challenge, is you get your starter Pokemon, and the challenge starts when you get Pokeballs.
Yeah. And
then you go to the first route, and your first encounter is the one you get. And you do it through every route. And you have to nickname, it's one of the rules, you have to give it a nickname. And if the Pokemon faints in the Pokemon world, you have to deposit in a PC and you cannot use that Pokemon again. Which this makes it very challenging.
A fun little thing about this was up until very recently, and this was in 2015, 2016, that he was doing this, and I thought it was the most ridiculous thing I'd ever heard of. Watching somebody else, I used to make fun of him about it, watching somebody else play video games.
Yes.
Like, who would ever watch somebody else play video games?
I mostly watch it for the comedic aspect.
Then, in the last 6 months, I discovered, like I said earlier in the previous video, Girls Play. I love that channel. I watch it all the time. And I find myself watching these people play video games. I also discovered I bought Monster Hunter when it dropped, which I'm also the only person in this room who has any aptitude or understanding for Monster Hunter. Richard never really got to play it.
No, it's another game I wasted money on. Played it for like
3
hours.
You have a hard copy?
Yeah.
No, that's nice. I'll have to maybe pick that up off of you one of these days. And then this joke. You're not as bad as a friend of mine who can't get through the first mission.
Damn.
But she tries. She has a lot of aptitude.
Yeah.
Just no fucking skill. But watching somebody else play video games always seemed like a ridiculous endeavor for me. Like, why would you ever do that? And then I find myself doing it.
It can be a good way to kill some time.
It's a good way to kill. When, like I said, watching.
So what Steven was saying is it's a different way to find strategies, to reimagine how you would play, to find different angles
to go at a game.
It's a modern day cheat book.
Kind of. Like,
a little bit, yeah.
I've always been relatively adept at Pokemon. But when the whole competitive scene started up, I wasn't into Pokemon really at the time. Because that was during Diamond, Pearl, and Black and White. I never really played those games very much. I have played them, and I have beaten them. But not at the time they came out and became more popular. And the competitive scene was starting for Pokemon.
So what's your favorite Pokemon game?
My favorite, Gold and Silver and Crystal. I am a Gen 2er. Gen 2, it brought out my favorite 2 types in the game, which is Dark and Steel.
My favorite Pokemon game is Ruby and Sapphire. And Emerald. I typically play Emerald. We actually had a challenge going between us, which, congratulations, you didn't complete. Nobody actually did except for me. We had a challenge going where I gave
that game.
Ruby and I know you do. Ruby and Sapphire gave one to my mom, who you've seen in previous videos, and one to Steven, and I took Emerald because, mostly I like Rayquaza, so that's about that. And I very much enjoyed the double battles. I very, very much enjoyed them. It was entertaining for me at a high volume, but what we were supposed to do is hit the Elite Four, and after you hit the Elite Four, you had 1 week. And then your team was ready to go. Now I had my team up to level 100 across the board before I hit the Elite Four because I'm a grinding gamer. And my mom eventually hit the Elite Four, and she got her team up to 100%. And
I got busy in life.
We've been waiting about 2 years for Steven.
Life got busy.
But, don't run away.
I'm grabbing food.
So, we basically, we put that challenge forth. We didn't actually get in fullness of it, but Steven would have won. He understands Pokemon better than most of the rest of us. But I think we've spent
way too long
an hour talking about Pokemon.
True.
How about we talk about a game that Richard and I know?
No.
Last of Us.
This is a great game. I'm still waiting for the second release.
Last of Us, one of the best games I've ever played.
I mean, they did a remastered, but I'm waiting for this part 2 to come out.
I would like to play the remastered version.
Yeah, so there's a little bit more backstory on Ellie in it, and that's pretty much kind of it for it.
I'm sure they upgraded the graphics.
Well, I don't know. They look the same to me, but...
Well, the graphics didn't really have a lot of room to upgrade.
No, but, I mean, they gave some backstory and stuff.
Tell me that those graphics weren't fucking beautiful.
They were good. I mean, that was kind of, for me,
they were amazing.
That was a real turning point in some gameplay graphics for me.
Right. The Last of Us, I've mentioned it in previous videos that are posted, that I actually had a roommate walk in while I was playing The Last of Us, and they asked me what movie I was watching. Because that's how good the graphics really were. They were amazing. They were impressive. I don't know what companies, not off the top of my head, designed that game, but they took it very seriously.
Was Ubisoft involved in that?
I don't know. You have a copy of it.
Yeah, it's buried somewhere. I don't know.
I don't know off the top of my head, and I'm not going to Google search or any of that kind of bullshit. Mostly because we're recording on my phone, and that means my phone's about 7 feet away from me. Actually, more like 4.5. But the point is, The Last of Us was an amazing game. I'm excited about the opportunity to play the next one. You know, games that I was super excited about that just kind of fell off. You guys know how that feeling is.
Yeah, you're waiting for it.
Great. Gravity, 9.8. I'm kidding, dude. It's right here. Jesus.
I couldn't see it.
You're good. I was just fucking with you. It's fine. But games that I was super excited about that either didn't come out when they were supposed to, or when they did come out, they were under publicized. I'm pretty sure the Fear the Wolves has come out at this point. I really wanted to play it. It looked like such a good game. And I haven't heard
anything about
Hide Nor Hair. Or Islands of Nine. That was another one. They were both Battle Royale games. Fear the Wolves was a Battle Royale game based in Chernobyl, where you had to fight off your enemies, and when the storm would roll in, it was mutated monster wolves that would chase you in.
The question is who was the developers of the game?
I don't remember.
See, there's a problem. There's a lot of great
Nine?
games from new developers out there, but
they're not publicized.
They don't have a shit
ton
of money to shell out for it.
They're not the big companies.
Yeah, they don't have the money to shell out.
Who gives a fuck about them?
Yeah. So you don't hear nothing about them.
I recommend not watching this video as far as you have. If you have watched it all the way through,
good luck.
Meditate on not remembering that. It's been good. This is the Bad Idea Boys. Like and subscribe.
Ring that bell.
If you like what we're doing, ring that bell. If not, then go fuck yourself. Oh yeah, full on fist yourself.
I have rang that bell. You should too.
I'll ring your fucking bell. Sorry. But I think that's it from us.
Yeah.
Yeah. Been a long monologue. A lot of rambling. Mm-hmm.
But to be fair. Yeah,
read a cue, bro.
Alright. This is signing off. Have a good day.
Go fuck yourselves.
Oh!
Hit the fucking button.
I hope you slip on a fucking bar of soap and just fucking trip on a dick. I hope you hit a bar of soap and you land on a dick.
Your wife's dildo is about this long, about that big around.
But you're assuming they have a wife.
Oh, so it's theirs?
Yeah.
Oh, it's theirs.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's theirs.
Alright, fuck off, y'all.